put down some names here that I want to run through, and just bear with me as I run through these said names. So basically, Chelsea lost against Liverpool 3-1, and I was assuming that Mourinho would get sacked. But again, we don't know what will happen. Apparently, word from Sky Sports is that his job is still somewhat safe. But before I get into this, I want to just list. I've listed some names here, and because it's time that I stopped joking right now. As you all know, I'm a happy guy. I like cracking jokes. I like being fun. I like entertaining things. But there comes a time when, look, I'm getting old. Okay, I won't reveal my age in a moment. But there comes a time when, there is no space for jokes anymore. And I don't understand that Mourinho is the manager, the buck stops with him. Someone made a very good point that, yes, even if your players are not playing for you, there is still such a thing as man motivation or whatever the hell it's called. But how much are these players paid each week? That's the first thing. In case, I was wrong or something, are these professional football players? That's the second thing. And the third thing is this, I'm going to go one by one, because I've listed the culprits that I want to go through, because this will be full detail. And this is 1080p HD and everything, so you will watch this in 1080p HD and you will listen to every single bloody thing I've said, because I've given you info, I've worked hard for you, giving you the best content ever, so you owe it to me to sit your ass down and listen to exactly what I say. I don't care how long it is, you're going to listen to every bloody what I say. First name on this list is John Terry. John Terry is the captain of the team, Captain Marvel. And I've done many different analysis and everything, and what is the role of a captain? You're the leader. Now, that also extends to the defense as well. If you're in central defense and you're the captain of the team, you're the general of that defense. You are the person who makes sure that people keep the straight line. Make sure you're walking the offside track. Make sure that the high line is working well. Make sure that if you're a man-to-man walking system, everybody's marking their man. If you're a zonal system, everybody's marking their zone. You're the guy that is making sure that everybody is organized. That even when you're under pressure, you're seen as you're telling guys that, look, don't double team, okay? Move guys around. Watch that guy coming in behind you. You're constantly making sure that things are going well. But John Terry has been at fault for many goals. And I'm sorry about John Terry. He's putting forth a fabulous case to be a brick and entered into the Brick Academy. I have analyzed a lot of goals that Chelsea have conceded where John Terry has been at fault. So therefore, why doesn't John Terry get the blame? He has been dropped, but he's been brought back in. When he's been dropped, you've still seen a bit of issues. When he's been brought back in, you've still seen him making mistakes as well. So that's there. I'm gonna leave him till last. Cahill. You see, the thing with Cahill is that I'm not actually going to be too critical on Cahill because I've never actually rated Cahill, and Cahill has never been rated. He's always been the understudy to John Terry. He's always been the second guy to John Terry. But again, for Cahill, man, he's been exposed. You can say it's the lack of the midfield, but defensively, positionally, he's just been exposed, and his defending has just not been up to snuff. It's just not been up to snuff. So, can you take some of the blame, please? Cesc Fabregas. Even if the team isn't working well or the tactics are not working well, does that restrict your leg from executing a pass to another person? Does that restrict you from making a through ball? Does that restrict you from somehow forming some sort of dominating force in midfield? I mean, that's what a central midfielder is supposed to be doing. Fabregas, I'm not sure what you're contributing to the team. Where are those critical passes? Where are you keeping possession of the ball? Where are you doing during those one-twos? Where are you driving through the midfield? Where are all of these things? I don't see these things here. Again, why haven't you been called out? Why isn't the focus on you? Why is the spotlight not on you? Diego Costa, I think, is overweight. Diego Costa, I am entering Diego Costa into the Brick Academy officially. He's a brick now. He is pretty much useless. Apart from causing trouble and getting up in people's faces, he's pretty useless. He's slow, he can hardly shoot, he's got no acceleration, he's got no zip in his play, he's got no explosion from one place to another. He literally has no use. And for many games, I'm like, okay, maybe it's coming, but I've got to be truthful here. When I've just been looking at someone, I'm saying, wait a minute, this guy's really crap. This guy's playing really badly. Fair enough for Mourinho, why should he play him? Look at Raimi or look at other options. But Costa, why can't he take some of the blame? I'll leave him till last. There have been some bright spots because people say, how can he play well in a team that is playing badly? It is all Mourinho's fault. It is all Mourinho's fault. Mourinho has to take some of the blame, most definitely, because you're the manager and the buck stops with you. But the theme of this post-match analysis is the theme of this is everyone is to blame. That's the theme of this, is everyone is to blame. I'll get to Mourinho, don't worry. But there have been some bright spots. Willian has been the best player for Chelsea throughout this extremely horrible spell. And no offense to Willian, but if Willian is your best player, something is very wrong. Willian should never be the best player on a team looking to win a Champions League or a top league title. He should be one of the good players, but he should not be your out-and-out best player. The fact that Willian has been so far ahead, the best player, just goes to show just how crap Chelsea have been. But Willian, he has pulled through, he's hustled, and he's still been playing well. So why can't Fabregas do what Willian has done? Why can't Costa do the same? Why can't Sarri do the same? Why can't Cahill do the same? Why can't Hazard do the same? I'll get to it. Ramirez is hustled. Ramirez always hustles. He always gives 100%. He always drives through, and he's always digging deep. Again, another man who, obviously not as consistent as Willian, who has been one of the better performers. Kennedy, 19 years old. First time I've really been seeing him. Another young Brazilian guy. Keep in mind, all these guys are actually Brazilian, by the way. And this guy, automatically, he's dribbling, he's moving, he looks sharp, he looks exciting, he's trying to go on the front foot, he is trying to liven things up. There is an energy, there's a positive vibe and energy about him, which is what you need. And we come to Eden Hazard. You see, my name is Half Hope, Double H. I come from the green, white and green in Nigeria. My father's from Edo State, my mother's from Delta State. That's where I'm from. I like to pride myself on being real. I couldn't give a damn whether your name is Messi, Cristiano, or anything. I don't care how much you get paid, I don't care how famous you are. I will insult you, I will bring you down. I don't care how much you earn, I don't care how much people laud you. Nobody escapes my criticism, okay? I don't give a damn who the hell you think you are. Eden Hazard is playing like utter garbage, utter crap. He has been flipping crap. I don't want to hear any of this crap. I don't want to hear of this stupid nonsense that, oh, Mourinho is holding him back. It's because of Mourinho. You know, Mourinho, because I think maybe Mourinho has a secret spell on Hazard, and because of Mourinho, Hazard can't play. I mean, Hazard, are you flipping baby? Are you a child? Oh, because Mourinho has not been, cradling me like this. This is why I can't really do anything. Kennedy is 19. In the 15 minutes that Kennedy was on the pitch, he did more than Hazard has done the entire season. That's a 19-year-old boy. That's a 19-year-old boy. Look what Willian has done. Willian, upon all the crap he's been playing with, he still hustled. He still put in a shift. He still played well. Why can't Hazard do the same? So Hazard must have a very special environment to work. No. That's not how it works. You're a professional football player. You get paid thousands a week. I expect you to rise above whatever trials and tribulations are given to you. So Hazard, mates, I'm putting the blame on you. Terry, I'm putting the blame on you. Costa, I'm putting the blame on you. Fabregas, I'm putting the blame on you. Kiel, I'm putting the blame on you. I'm sick and tired of people always saying that everything stops with the manager. The manager is part of the problem. Sometimes the manager is the only problem. But I've been investigating this Chelsea issue, and it doesn't make sense that a team can play this badly. And people say, okay, it's Mourinho's fault. The only because I said that, please tell me what else Mourinho could have done to improve this. The only viable answer I got was man motivation. Perhaps Mourinho's man motivation is not as good as Ferguson, who was the best for man motivation. But as far as tactically, he's dropped Terry, he's dropped Hazard, he's dropped Costa, he dropped Fabregas, he's dropped Cahill. He's changed the shape of the team. He played Hazard as a second striker today. He's played people in different positions. He's had different formations, and it still hasn't worked. So you can't say that, oh, Mourinho had just stuck his guns. He has changed the shape of the team based on what he is as a person. Mourinho is not an attacking coach. He can't become an attacking coach. It's impossible. Pep Guardiola cannot become a defensive coach. It is not in his DNA. You cannot change your DNA. You are who you are. So he has changed and has done as much change as his personality has been able to do as him as a person. So, and for Mourinho, of course he should take some blame, because this goes back to pre-season. They were losing in pre-season. Why are these guys coming back on fit? Why are these guys coming back physically, not in physical condition? Mourinho, you are to blame for that. What happened? The season starts in pre-season. The season doesn't start in August. The season starts in June, July. That's when the season starts. The season really starts like in July, when you're doing those pre-season matches, because it's about getting in peak physical condition and you're mentally, psychologically prepared for the football season at hand. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So Mourinho, obviously, he did not prepare this team. And people say, oh, third season syndrome and everything. Perhaps it's to do with this. Perhaps he doesn't really have as long longevity within him. He's a short-term manager, a very successful short-term manager, but he's just a short-term manager. But we've got to give congrats to Liverpool as well, because, again, Klopp ain't going to save Liverpool. Klopp is on the answer for Liverpool. Give Klopp a summer, then we'll see. But still, look, Crystal Palace beat Chelsea. Southampton smacked that on the bridge. So them beating Chelsea is not really, doesn't give me any kind of indicator, because Chelsea are losing for fun right now. But when he actually brought on Benteke and the way he's making the team play, they're playing some interesting stuff, some exciting stuff. So you've got to credit Klopp and the players for really 1-0 down. They kept on going. They controlled. They had like I'm not a man of stats, and I've always said that possession is underrated, but still, to only have 30% possession and you're playing at home, that's scary. That is very scary. But that's what I'm saying, is that I'm sick and tired of people who are paid thousands a week. They never ever get criticized. There is always an excuse. There's always an excuse for these players. Because when I now blame Hazard, they say, oh no, it's Mourinho's fault. Oh no, Hazard Mourinho's not getting the best out of Hazard. Oh, it's because Hazard is playing badly, it's Mourinho's fault. I've played football before. I know people like you have played football before. Football is 50-50 when you get on that pitch. 50% is the tactics you're given from the manager and instructions. The other 50%, the manager isn't kicking the ball, you're playing that ball. When you receive that ball, you do not have to always listen to exactly what the manager says. It is a great player, a proper player, a truly elite player that says, in this position, I'm going to listen to what the manager says. But in this situation I'm in, you know what? I'm now going to do what I think is right based on the situation I'm in on the football pitch. Because football is about instincts. It's about instincts. You don't have time to be like, okay, the ball is going to be received to me. And so the manager said, That's where no. Football is instinct. It's instinct. That's why I say 50% of that instinct is what you've been taught on our training pitch 5 days a week. The other 50% is the instinct of what is the best situation right now. Is the best thing for me to do looking for that through ball, looking for that 1-2, controlling the ball, going for the dribble, driving in, moving, making space, dumbing the guy and going for a shot, making space, dumbing the guy and doing a deep crossing for a guy to make that run in. It's making those decisions. And for Hazard, are you telling me that you are completely at the behest of what Mourinho says? Are you telling me that all you can offer is what the manager tells you? Are you telling me that you can't say, you know what, let me try and make something happen, guys. We need help. I'm trying to make something happen, guys. Because that's why I used the example of Kennedy. Once that guy came up, this guy was ready to go. You could already see that this guy was on the front foot, was moving forward, was trying to make things, was skilling guys, dribbling guys, getting past guys, and you could see him lifting things up, and he was even lifting the crowd as well. So, sorry, when you're a professional football player, I am going to be very critical to you. Other people won't be. Other guys will be like, oh no, of course, other guys will follow the Mourinho. No. You're a professional football player that gets paid, that is overpaid, but football players are overpaid. I don't care what anyone says, you are overpaid, okay? A guy kicking the ball on a down pitch to get it into a fishnet should not be paid anywhere near the fee that a teacher gets paid or a doctor gets paid. As in, doctors and teachers should not be paid less than these clowns who kick a ball around the pitch. Okay, we love the sport, we love football. Football is a great sport. It ain't being a neurosurgeon or a cardiologist or being a damn teacher who's in education. Okay, sorry. So for these clowns who get overpaid, do your job. Show me why you deserve even one kobo of the money that you're getting paid. So I'm calling these boys out. Mourinho, I've already said why Mourinho is a culprit. Pre-season Mourinho, you messed up. These guys were not in the right condition. Mourinho, you messed up. What the hell happened in pre-season? What were you doing? Were you feeding these guys damn takeaway Chinese every single day? Because Diego Costa, look, Diego Costa is overweight. The guy's over, I can see his pots belly. Fabregas, this guy here, physically, I'm like, my lord. This is a professional sport. You can't look like this in every... I've seen Sunday football players who look in better physical condition than some of these guys. That's scary. That is scary. You know? But, thing is this. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I don't want Mourinho to get sacked. So let me end it with this. I'll end it with this. People say, why do you love Mourinho? Why do you love Mourinho? Why do you love Mourinho? Blah, blah. Why do you keep defending him? Mourinho and me are actually very similar. We actually have very similar personalities. Hence why I've always liked Mourinho, because we're just very similar people. So my gosh, this is a guy who is like me. As in, I hate to lose. I hate losing. At anything. I hate losing at anything. I will cheat to win. That's just me, because I just hate losing. And I will think of any excuse to deny me losing. I do not believe in the concept of being a good loser. I'm sorry, I don't. That's just my personality. I'm ridiculously competitive. I've been competitive since I was young. Always. Perhaps it was always me being the youngest in the family. I've always been a very competitive person. And I just, for me, and like, for Mourinho, that's just, he just has an edge to him. He has a dark edge to him that I just gravitate towards. And obviously there are times when, he can be better and, do things better, with the press conferences and everything. But his box office, he's interesting. And I've said this before. Mourinho is the best football in the world right now. He's actually the most important person in football right now. I placed Mourinho before Messi and Cristiano. Messi and Cristiano, they bore me. Sorry. Obviously, Robin, Neymar, they're my boys. Chess are my boys. But